The complexity of our Earth and universe is underscored by the fact that science's most brilliant minds have been puzzling over its mysteries for lifetimes. For every amazing and jaw-dropping discovery that is made, hundreds more lurk beneath the surface of our knowledge, just waiting for the next great mind to unveil the solution behind its mystery. So today, here at Unexplained Mysteries, we will be looking at incredible discoveries. Jaguar God Cave has just been explored after remaining undisturbed. A young boy stumbled across a peculiar cave hidden and tucked away in Mexico's Yucatán Peninsula. He grew up, studied, and became an archaeologist, when he then returned to the cave he had discovered as a child, this time as the leader of an archaeological team. While this may sound like the next Netflix original movie plot, it is in fact the very real story of Luis Un, the man who led the team of archaeologists who, in 2019, explored a cave that would soon become known as the Jaguar God Cave. Before stumbling across this cave, only a few knew of its existence at all. Residents of the Mayan city, Chichén Itzá, though few in number, would have known about this thrilling cave, and Luis Un happened to wander by it as a child. Besides this very limited number of people, the cave remained a secret. That is until 1966, when some farmers mistakenly and innocently ventured too close to the Jaguar God Cave. It was sealed with some urgency and remained untouched until Luis Un and his team of researchers made their way to the Mayan cave to explore inside. While the Jaguar God Cave is a fun, casual nickname, this cave is formally known as Balamku, or the Cave of the Jaguar God. Mayan religious and mythological sources describe a number of deities as jaguars. Generally speaking, the Mayan people viewed the jaguar as a symbol of strength and power. This, coupled with the distinctive coat, makes jaguars easy to spot throughout Mayan religious texts. In a cave dedicated to figures of such power, it should come as no surprise that a number of riches and ancient artifacts have been uncovered. Un's team found more than 200 ancient artifacts, including what seemed to be the remains of ceremonial food containers, incense holders, and sacred drinking items. Many of the artifacts uncovered bore the symbol of Tlaloc, the Mayan god of water and fertility. Guillermo de Anda, an archaeologist working at Mexico's National Institute of Anthropology and History, explained that 7 ritual chambers had been unveiled from within this cave. He stated, "Balamku will help rewrite the story of Chichén Itzá," crediting the value of this discovery in part 2 as he described the extraordinary state of preservation. Some theorists have suggested that the artifacts have been so well preserved due to the difficulty to navigate Balamku. With corridors of only 40 centimeters in height, this is far from an easy cave for archaeologists to crawl their way to. In the uncovered artifacts, hints of various minerals and bones were observed, and a full examination could prove to be incredibly valuable, presenting the next step in archaeological research, as we could have found a key to understanding a great deal more about Mayan culture in these artifacts. On our current historical timeline, the Yucatán region of caves is one of, if not the, first caves to be explored by the Mayans. Researchers operate under the premise that this is somewhere between 700 and 1000 BCE. Throughout this period, there was an extreme drought, so the discovery of the cave brought with it not only water, but a large underground network and space. Another key aspect to Mayan cultural beliefs is the notion that the further underground you are, the closer you are to various gods and deities. Caves and similar geographical structures were often considered to be an opening to the underworld. Holly Moyes, an anthropologist from the University of California, explained, "They represent some of the more sacred spaces for the Maya, ones that also influenced site planning and social organization. They are fundamental, hugely important to the Maya experience." Hopefully these artifacts, when examined fully, will be able to answer some questions about the Maya people and culture, letting us learn more about the population as a whole. Scientist claims world's oldest pyramid is hidden in an Indonesian mountain. The prominent Indonesian mountain, called Gunung Padang, is impressive in its own right, but based on recent analysis, scientists believe that there might be even more to this incredible mountain than meets the eye. Indonesian scientists studying the area conducted extensive investigations of the insides of the mountain, with a particular focus on the strange and distinctive pyramid-like hill at its peak. Using radar, X-ray, drilling, excavations, 2D and 3D imaging, researchers analysed the topography and underground formations of the mountain and concluded that not only did there appear to be a labyrinth of stone structures under the earth, but that this formation was likely one of the world's oldest pyramids. The structure, which scientists believe was a temple of some sort, expands far beyond the superficial pyramid that lies hidden under the ground at the peak of Gunung Padang. The complex formation extends down several layers, stretches over 150,000 square meters, and appears to have been added to by many different civilizations over millennia. The analysis of the tests revealed that the top layer consists of stepped terraces made of basalt rocks interspersed with stone walks, paths, and courtyard-type spaces. The top layer alone is estimated to be between 3,000 and 3,500 years old. The second and third layers were predicted to be between 7,500 and 8,300 years old, with the third over 9,000 years old. Some estimates even place the third layer, which lies deeply hidden at over 15 meters below the surface, at up to 28,000 years old. If these scientists' interpretation of the research is confirmed, it would mean that the eroding and unobtrusive earth of Gunung Padang is not actually a simple mountain, but the earth-covered remnants of an impressive and ancient pyramid complex that sits at the top of the hill and wraps around almost the entire mountain. However, there are still some that do not agree with this research and believe that the rock configurations that lie several meters below the surface, which the scientists believe to be paths and structures, are in fact just natural rock formations. The other layers have only been analysed through techniques that attempt to peer below meters of rock and earth, and as such, the conclusions reached by the researchers is viewed by some as flawed and based on an unconvincing interpretation. However, if excavations determine that the conclusions are indeed valid, the structure is incredibly unique and was likely used as a religious temple that could offer insight about what the ancient Indonesians were capable of building and give a glimpse into their culture and how they lived. The confirmed existence of such a sprawling temple under the mountain as potentially the oldest pyramid in the world would also challenge the knowledge that historians have about the technological development of the region and the values and capabilities of the ancient people who lived there. For now, however, it remains to be seen whether these awesome claims can be validated, and the researchers working on the project must conduct much more extensive analysis to verify their claims once and for all. Uncontacted tribe found deep in Amazon rainforest. Surprising as it may sound, there are still countless tribes which our modern civilizations have never contacted for a plethora of reasons. The first is that they might just be hidden within the vastness of the Amazon. Alternatively, even when we are aware of a secluded tribe, making it is not always the best solution. These people have been isolated from the rest of us for hundreds, if not thousands of years. We could easily give them diseases which we are vaccinated or immune to that could be devastating for their communities. Brazil has an indigenous foundation called FUNAI who specialize in protecting and researching the various tribes of the Amazon. Most of the time, uncontacted tribes are found in clearings on satellite images taken from space. The Amazon is a huge landmass, and therefore it is only natural that there are countless tribes still unknown to us, most of which lie in the most remote corners of the rainforest. FUNAI's regional coordinator, Fabrizio Amarim, confirmed one such tribe's existence after planes were sent to fly over the area and check whether the satellite images they were spotted on were correct. Indeed, they were. The area seen by pilots and satellites revealed 4 huts with roofs made of straw, surrounded by tall banana trees in the midst of the thick jungle landscape. It is that the population of the tribe contains about 200 members. Although contact has not been made, Their language is assumed to be a variant of the Pano-linguistic family. Funai reports that the tribe lies on the borders of Bolivia, Peru, and Brazil. The area itself is officially referred to as the Vale do Javari, and that this tribe is not alone in being uncontacted. Until relatively recently, many tribes were unknown about. Fabricio Amorim Vale do Javari has the largest number of uncontacted communities in the world. He also spoke of Funai's concerns with the future survival of these tribes, as our ever-advancing world is constantly changing and bringing new threats to their existence. To list a few concerns stated by Amorim, among the main threats to the well-being of these groups are illegal fishing, hunting, logging, mining, cattle ranching, missionary action, and narco-trafficking. The organization has recognized 14 tribes in the Vale do Javari that have yet to be contacted by our outside world. An estimated 2,000 people or so reside in them. It is highly possible that there is a myriad of tribes not yet known about in the thickness of the Amazon jungle. As it stands, Brazilian officials try to limit any opportunities for contacting these tribes, aiming instead to research them from afar, and yet, with the many rising problems, there is a chance we will have no choice but to contact them to warn them of impending problems. Tragically, some of these tribes are fading out at rapid rates. In the region of Tanaru, there is a lone tribal member of a tribe thought to have been slaughtered ruthlessly by cattle ranchers in the area. He is now seen all alone and steadily moving from place to place in his paranoia. Little is known about this poor man. We know not his name, nor age, nor tribe or language. An alias given to him by those observing him deemed him the man of the hole, because he uses holes to capture prey or to hide himself. Contact has been attempted, but rejected. Funai has allocated a small amount of land to protect him, but the surrounding area is full of cattle ranchers who, historically, would hire mercenaries to get rid of the tribal members around their lands. But what do you make of these recent discoveries? Be sure to let us know your thoughts in the comment section below and help us grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.